Good evening, or morning, or afternoon. Last stream today. Basically, we begin normal life, as far as I'm aware, on Monday the 4th. For me, that's tomorrow. So this is kind of like the last stream that I've got all this free time to just do stuff. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I imagine I'll be going back to videos. That's legitimately what's going to be happening. But how and when those uploads will happen, I don't really know. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, interesting one. How's it going, Moose House? Welcome. You made one? Made one nice and early as well. GG. So honestly, I don't really have many plans for today. Got a few ideas. So I was having a think last night. And I want to try and do 5 farming plots. So I need 5 lots of 9, basically. So we'll see how we go. Jeez, how is everybody? Didn't expect anybody to pop in this early, but nice to see you all. Hope all is well. Yeah, basically, yeah, I'm just going to kind of have a little bit of a chilled, relaxed one today. And no real plans as such, just potentially looking at expanding a few things. Like I said, I was doing some crunching some numbers last night. And I want to keep my plots 9, so 3 by 3, and I was having a look at doing them. And I think it worked out, if I do 5 plots, that'll give me 45 crops. Which I think is a reasonable number to manage. It just means that we've got to change how everything kind of goes. But then I might as well do different sizes. So I have like this one here, and then do another. I'm undecided yet of how to lay this all out. Just simply trying to save us on resources. Long and short of it. But yeah, we'll look at expanding everything and switching some things up while we've got quite a bit of food, which I think we do. So that'll help us knock the farm around a little bit. Ideally, I want to get to a point where I can start planting automatically. I think that'd be helpful as well. But yeah, we're so lying. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be an interesting one. I don't know what the energy levels are going to be like in today's stream, so we'll try and stay positive and upbeat and all that stuff, but honestly, I'm just not feeling it right now. Good old holidays. Also, there's a few changes to the mod. So the massive item storage, we've now got an extra port on each side, so it now has a total of 6 ports. It only used to have 4, it only used to have the 2 at the end, and then the one here that the refiner's connected to, and the one that would be opposite that. But we've now got one on each side as well, which potentially, looking at that, means we can avoid a little bit here. Although that need a 90 and bloop bloop bloop. Bloop. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately I don't think there's enough room there, because if there is, then we can kind of just rejig this around a little bit, just to kind of fit us in. Eh, Lion, don't worry about it, it's life. Just one of those wonderful things, I guess. But yes, in order to go into the bottom here, we had to bring it out by 1 line anyway. So that does put it where it is. Okay. Other than that, do we gain anything? Not really. I'm not overly worried about transporting as such. I'm just... I don't understand. Like, you make a walking base, everything's going to be absolutely huge, and you don't really want to be going down that line. The biggest vehicle that I think I will ever have to build will be a kind of something big enough to carry 5 crates at most. So, nothing too huge. Those things can probably fit on the refiner that I've got. Which is all good, so there's plenty of room there. As for this, okay, so if I have 5 plots, I'm going to have a real awkward one somewhere. Do I have any grub on me? No, I do not. Because we want to keep these in rows of 3 so that they can be harvested easy. If I do one more set of 3 out this way, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Think. Bit 6s and 7s today. That's fun. Long story short, we need a lot of metal anyway. That's something that we seem to be lacking so much of in this little world is metal. So we'll just jump on and just go smash up some metal. We do got the auto crafter. We do got great English. We do got the miner doing its thing. I had a little look on a creative world or a different survival world earlier, and the production speed of the metal, it's not great. It's really not great at all. So I know that it's been put in for balance. Ultimately, we are going to get metal. There's no two ways about it. But unfortunately, just the speed that we get it is still pretty slow. We tweaked the what are they called? Eyeballs. The drills a little bit on this thing, so they do kind of work a little bit more efficiently. We have actually connected them to a bearing, not a bearing, what's it called? A controller. So yeah, they do work pretty well now. So that always helped. That was yesterday. But just thinking in terms of expansion, like obviously the farm growing would be a great thing. And then it's just a case of just making the resources, seeds, basically the seeds and the fruit, so we can transport them around a bit easier. Package them up at the packaging station a bit easier. I'd like to get an automated packaging thing, which would mean what? Arguably 4 vacuum pumps at the packaging station and do it that way, so it's a little bit smarter, but we'll see how it goes. Dude, what are you saying? My wall around my base is a suspension wall alleyway. So the robots hit my wall and it activates the crusher from above. So that always works. It's just all of this rock and metal. It'd be nice if there was a way that we could convert resources into metal. Like if you got a serious amount of stone or something, and there's a way that we could kind of tease it around so we get something good out of it. Ooh, Moose, you want to be careful. It sounds like you might end up really messing things up. Hey, Cherry, how you going? I thought it'd be the wrong time of day for you to be in here. Everybody's got a YouTube channel. That's why everybody's able to be on YouTube. It's whether or not you upload any content to it. That's the difference. Yeah, we're alright, John. I was saying to Lion earlier, just, I don't think I'm ready for 2021 just yet. But we're good, we'll get through there. We seem to be a bit skatey at the minute. Oh, we're a bit skatey because the bearings have gone to poo. What is this all about? Hovercraft. Interesting. So that's going to make things a little bit difficult for us. Thanks, appreciate it. Seem to find a few people that seem to like the content, which is good. There we go. Okay, so that was interesting. nibble up all the rocks and we eventually get our bearings back. I hope that they sort that out either when they bring in Chapter 2 or before, whichever happens first. We've still got wobbly bearings. We have some more rock. We do have some more rock. I don't mind. My base isn't really an issue anyway at the minute. It's far enough away from the farm, so it's the farm that gets attacked and the base is safe. So in terms of base defenses, I don't really need anything as such for the base. The farm defenses that are going to need to be upgraded, obviously, is the crop upgrades. Because right now they're great for taking out hay bots and tote bots. It's just when you get tape bots, and if we be unfortunate enough or fortunate enough to get big reds, pretty sure the pressure plates, I mean, they will work. We just need a lot more weight and they need to be higher just so that the red robot can get underneath it. But they do work. You can squash a farm bot with a pressure plate. That's something that I do know you can do. Well, that was a good little metal heist. Where are we? This way. Getting a little bit lost around here. Shows how little we've been out. Oh, we've got space for 2 more. Never mind. It is what it is. How's everybody finding 2021 anyway? Going well so far? Take a little bit of a wide line around these guys. Hopefully they can get attacking the farm so I can get this stuff up here to be refined. Oh, nice. At your cousin's house and you jump on YouTube, you crazy thing. Take some family time. I think that's all them done. That's good. It's alright. Now, is that because people haven't had to be, like, you haven't had to go to schools and work and stuff, or is it just because it seems to be an alright year so far? In general. Well, Cherry have achieved more than I would have done, that's for sure. Especially if the flyer works. Wait a minute, let's take these out of here. There we go. Then we can... Bada bing, bada boom. Would have been smart to take some beets out of here, actually, while they were still there. Then I could have had something to eat. I don't have any food. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, you got it, Lion. You know what we're saying. It is what it is. So far, we've only had a couple of days off in 2021, so far it's looking good. But when we get back to work, that's when it all changes, or you know, potentially doesn't. Depends on how things are. Has potential to go either way, just like most things. Ah, fair enough, Cherry. Makes sense. So I need to turn that on. Hey, there we go. This is it. This is it. Nothing has changed. That doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean that it's good. It's just... it is what it is. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Put some of this around here. How are we looking? Couple more chests and we'll be able to get some oil out there. That'll be helpful for us. We can start some fuel production. Hang on a minute. Let's get some scrap metal. Run this down here. I mean, I guess in keeping with everything, this should have kind of been stone. But it is what it is. We don't mind that. We don't mind that. Seat sensors, the most important thing you could ever wish for, without a doubt. Stops all sorts of crazy things from going wrong. Yeah, looking at this, we're a little bit short on circuit boards as well. Hey Nikki, how's it going? Nice to see you, nice. Farm expansion. What we got soil-wise? Is soil something that we can craft on the mod? Yeah, we're going alright, my friend, we're going alright. We take it easy. Wrong place, I want it to be in here. Soil. What's this? It is carrots. Ooh. We don't really want to be doing that. Get some glass on the run. I'm going to be wanting a couple more vacuum pumps. Honeycomb, we need honey. How much for? How much for the beeswax thing? Glue as well. Ooh. Dag nabbit. 2020 has indeed been an interesting year. Very interesting year, that's for sure. What's the rest of my base made of down there? Was it the scrap metal? We remember? Was it scrap metal? It was scrap metal, okay. I think if we could just make this bigger in every way, so we'll take it higher, we'll take it wider, we'll just give us a little bit more room around here, and then I can get another, maybe two plots in. It'll encourage a few more raids at the minute, but we just need to grow things. And in doing so, we're going to need component kits because we're going to make the pistons need to be bigger. Take a few of them. How many we got? Ooh, not so many. We'll take a lot of this. Metal. That'll be plenty. Stone. Jeepers creepers. Where's the normal metal? This one. Ooh. My days, not too much. Let's make this go this way, shall we? We'll bring this out towards us this way. This is not going to be a smart idea. It'll be alright. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's see where we get to. Do a whole line of 16. Sucre bleu. Looks like we might need to get a couple more pistons. Not pistons, what are they called? Suspensions as well. It's a bit of a risk to have it this big down this side. Yeah, well, we need 2 more suspension pieces. We'll go run them in. Hey Peter, how's it going? We're trying to be back at it. Back at something, that's for sure. We're just swelling ourselves up a little bit. Need 2 more of these little pieces. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? And we'll look at the timing system on the watering as well, because we can potentially make that automatic. Ooh, you would do that, wouldn't you? I would miss it. Crikey. Right. What we're going to do here, we're going to move this one is over here. I just think it needs a little bit more wiggle space inside. We're kind of cramped in there. So we'll address that issue. Suppose we should bring it down. And how far is that off the ground? It is like 1 block off the ground. Okay. So that'll be there. Don't think it needs to be that high though. I think that'll be enough. It depends on where a hay butt hits it. Yeah, we're getting there, Super Pete. Not looking forward to 2021, just to the fact that I've had too much time away from everything. So I've got kind of used to enjoying my own time for what I want to do with it. It's a strange one, like, it's a strange one. Don't get me wrong, I understand the realities of everything that we need to do. It's just weird. Been very fortunate that I still have a job to go to. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate that. It's just, yeah, it's a very interesting time of life. I don't know, just waffling now. Interesting. Then we need that to go in there. And that one, that's good. At least it's only 2 that fill into here. Oh, what's the time we're at? That time is not anyway. What's this one at? This one is currently at 30 ticks, 30. Get some internet gremlins. You have to put them to rest. Coolio. And then if we just nick all of this off, that saves us unwelding too much. Right, we want to go higher, so just stuff it up there somewhere. Excuse me, there you go. Just realised as well. Okay, we are going to have to upgrade it. Cool. I bet we're going to have to upgrade it a lot, aren't we? Yeah. But it's high enough, at least. It's where we wanted. And it'll be super fast, so it'll squish them like something good. Wait, did that go low enough? Yeah. Okay, so why isn't this side going down? Because it's disconnected, obviously. Silly! There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. What does that do for the timer? I need to see the timer. Excuse me, Mr. Wall. You're in the way right now. So when it's both pistons are upgraded, it can in fact have the timer sped up just a little bit. But that will help it a bit. Also, this needs another rope here. It doesn't look right. We'll try it, see what happens to the base, and then adjust to suit. That's the easiest way to do it. Right, we'll go back. Did I bring the car down here? No. Okay. We'll go back up, we'll grab the piston pieces, suspension pieces even, plug them in, expand. Ooh. It's going to be interesting in terms of videos that I can get up. I'm going to hope to, don't get me wrong. The argument that I have with my... Why has that changed? The argument that I have with myself is that obviously live streams are easy to get up. Just time just no longer is... I don't know, as easy. A live stream will only be like an hour or an hour and a half. Which, yeah, that might be enough. But at the same time, I don't feel like it is enough. If you know what I'm saying. But we'll see what happens. I want to try and punch out some videos, but I'm already like not sure on what I would punch out right now. So it might be a couple of days of empty space, I guess is the best way to describe it. Now if I put that on there, I didn't think it would. But we'll just play it by ear and see what we come out with. See what the crackalack is, and I don't know. It'll be our eat in the end. Wait, how have I done my corners? So the side is one longer, okay. So the side is one longer, so that's that one. Would have this weird slope to it, wouldn't it? I wonder how that's going to work out. How if I... Is that a freestanding section, or have I managed to stick that to... I stuck that to the wall. Okay. As you do. What watch have you got? A new watch? What's so new about it? What's it do? Does it tell the time still? That's 2 across. That's 2 across. Look at this wonky wall. What is happening? We shall have to wait to be attacked to see if this actually works. So that is... What the heck? That is as high as the one behind it is. Okay. So it's actually connected there. Interesting. Ah! Too short. Bada bing and bada boom. Oh dear. Well, I mean, the good news, if there is any good news, is eventually your vehicle's going to hit something, so you might be able to find it again. Maybe? That's a positive. It's not lost forever, it's just lost until it hits something. And then it'll be constantly like trying to drive itself. Now I've got to move these to the middle. Say that's the middle. Boop. And boop. Just remember to always reset your sensors because they're going to change themselves back to being what they were. So we need this to be 2. Ooh, there we go. 2 and this to be 2. Now hopefully, ooh, other than the squishy concrete on top. We're going to need to move this, aren't we? Of course we are. Right, so how high is this one? Need to come up this high. Okay, so questions. What other games do I play other than Scrap Mechanic? Honestly, I just play Call of Duty right now. Oh, that's the wrong metal. Yeah, I just play COD, Modern Warfare. I play Warzone with my friends. I do wonder sometimes about streaming that, or doing that kind of thing up there, but at the same time, that stuff's out there by a lot of people. Loads of people do that kind of stuff. So plus it's a little bit more of a mature rated content, and I know a lot of my audience is sort of on the younger side of things, so I'm not quite sure how that would overlap, or that. Why did I do that? And I recently got off of the Epic Games Store. There was a game called Stranded Deep that was free for a bit. That's a very interesting game. It's a survival-based, kind of washed up after a plane crash on an island. It's very much like the film Castaway. But it's still a... what do they call it? Early access game. So there's still quite a few bugs with it. One of the bugs that I keep finding is randomly my raft will stop working, so I can't paddle my raft. How have I got that so wrong? That should be there. Wait. What? Huh? Right. So that's kind of in line with that. So all of them, right. We'll get there eventually, folks. Yeah, I think you've asked me this before. I'd say that I like the radio on so much, just simply because it's just background noise. Because, like, the game's supposed to have music, but at the minute there's no music playing. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's not there, and it should be. So I don't know what's going on with it, so I just leave it for everybody else. Now these things, yeah, works for me. I have to take care of these pesky little things. Why would you attack the corner? What is that all about? And he's just out of the way to get squashed. Okay, so that's the floor that we've got there then. The corner is vulnerable. So I guess we need to overlap the corner that way. And then take that back a row. Whoops. Yep, that should work. Hi Mandy, thanks for just flying by. Really appreciate it. As always. Cobra Kai. I'm not gonna lie, Cobra Kai is, I'm guessing it's anime, right? I've never got into anime. I know that's something that's gonna offend so many people, because apparently anime is like, well, it just is it. But I've never, no, not for me, I'm afraid. I mean, it probably isn't even anime, that's just showing more than anything, but what is the draw to anime? Ooh! Well, that kind of says everything, doesn't it? Question still applies. What is the draw to anime? Karate Kid series. That's interesting. Wax on and wax off. The original Karate Kid. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My mistake. Don't hurt me. I'm poorly educated when it comes to TV and film and stuff. I spend a lot of my time, if I'm not doing YouTube in terms of making content, streaming or videos, I'm watching something or somebody, guarantee. So I do apologise for my ignorante. It's not my fault. That one. Oh, interesting. So, like, I'm guessing it's from... What would it be? It'd be from the kid's perspective. The kid that lost in the first one. I'm guessing it's from his perspective, and he's going to be, well, older now. So is he like a sensei or something? Is that going to be too quick? Yes. This time. Well, you better get your forgive and stick out, because there's going to be a lot of times you're probably going to need to forgive me, so... Don't just worry on about it being this time. I think that's just enough, you know. I think that's just enough. Right, as for these bad boys, where are you? We need to get more component pieces. I've got 2 left. Wow, I brought so many. He's old and down on his look. So he should be. That's what you get for trying to swipe the leg. If he'd have played by the rules, you know, karma and that, he'd have been alright. But we need to go looting some buildings. We really do need to go looting some buildings. We're getting a little bit slack on component kits. Oh, okay. Sounds different. Is it just a way to continue to pump money out of a classic series, though, like most places seem to try and do these days? Wait, how many ticks was that? 25. Alright, that'll be cool. We'll see how that goes. It's nearer the middle as well, so that's kind of helped the weight on this. Oh, no, it's not. I need to get me some concrete. No line, you can't. I don't know if there's any mods out there that do that. I think there's a few, but I don't know whose they are. You can't do it in France, I know that much. But as a general rule, no, you cannot join a bearing to a whatever suspension piece. It's just not the way that the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. Can you craft scrap metal in the font mod? Are you talking about this scrap metal that you get from the warehouse? I don't think you can. No, you can't. You need it to be a block recipe, and if it is not a block recipe, you cannot craft it. And there's no scrap metal in the block. It's just the normal 3 metals, that extruded metal block. But there is no scrap metal. Yeah, no lying. It'd be like the best thing in the world if you could. Such a space saver. Concrete, that's what we're here for, isn't it? But, nope, unfortunately, it's not a thing. I guess it's some programming thing, but who knows? To be fair, who knows? Whee, bloke. It does that small little tweak would make so many happy people. But unfortunately, I don't think it's ever been a thing in Scrap Mechanic. Hang on. Why is that like that? Is one of these further the wrong way? That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's also 4. Okay. Do 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 do. Wait, what have I done? Huh. Oh no, that's alright. I guess I moved it, right? I guess. Just can't visualize how this pattern works in my noggin. Wait, that have I just literally? I've literally just taken it out of the same place, haven't I? So that one needs to come back to go on that one. Nope. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's going to do what it needs to do. Sit there worrying about getting the pattern to look right. It's going to do what it needs to do, and that is to squash robots. There we go. Squish, squish, and squish. Oh, that looks a little bit... Oh, it's because the land's a little bit slant. That's alright. Okay, cool. How's it going, Anton? Ah, scrap metal from Haybots. No, you can't, because it's not a craftable item. You can recycle it, if that makes sense. So the recycle bot goes backwards. So what I mean by that is, obviously, scrap metal makes metal level 1 block. And we've got loads of metal level 1 block. So if I want to get that over a metal, we use this and we'll click this and it'll kind of recycle a metal level 1 block and it'll give me scrap metal. So if we now look, you notice I had no scrap metal. If we go in here, we should have some scrap metal. Bosh. So you can kind of recycle, which I guess was what you were asking. Why asking me where the update is? I'm not a developer. They'll drop it when they drop it. You'll be waiting a while, I imagine. Might see it about April. Just my opinion. Based on literally nothing else other than the length of time that it takes them to develop anything. Right. If we change this, this is sort of good though, because we now know we can move these guys back to here. That wasn't the one that I wanted to move either. Never mind, that's alright, we'll worry about that later. I actually wanted to move this piston set. Does anybody know the range of those things? What they can... Like, how far off of the ground they need to be before they stop working? Let's try here. We need one. I think I've done a test on this before, but I can't remember. Can't remember what the range is, unfortunately. If anybody knows off the top of their head, that'd be helpful. Oh, nice. And so it begins. It's a very slow and long process. There's something that I think people need a little bit of a understanding, that posting a YouTube isn't... It's not guaranteed instant success. It's not something that happens overnight or anything like that. But people seem to kind of, I don't know, get locked in the idea of what it does. I need to go across one more block. Oop. But honestly, don't get disheartened if the first video doesn't kind of pull in many views or anything. The whole idea is you gotta just keep going and keep going and keep going, and you'll better your skills over time. Some of us, like me, are still learning that side of it. But your skills will get better and your content will improve and the views will start coming in. Nice. That's good. I posted for about 6 months before anything really started to happen. And for a good chunk of that, it was a daily upload as well. Which is hard. Like, really difficult, but... It depends how determined you want to be. I think this year has kind of given me a real good kick that... If this is something... No, it's not going to work. If this is something that I could do, it is something that I'd like to do. Alright, there we go. So that'll do that. So then we've got a button for those guys and put it on the inside. Worry about this now. So that's for this again. That's perfect. Of course it is, because we didn't unhook the piston, did we? Right. And then we need to water this. So watering can be done from above again. I'm guessing that's the middle though. Not far off. We'll get another one in there. Interesting. So how many sets of 3 is that? It is 1 set of 3, 2 sets of 3, sets of 3. So the middle then is somewhere there by... Ooh, yeah, it is there. It's there by there. Is that what we're saying? Yeah, middle of that 3. Okay, cool. So where does that fall in relation to that piece? Almost perfect. By the time we've got the water cannon on there, that might be spot on. Oh, nice. That's interesting, Cherry. I got a lot. In all fairness, that is something that I did notice. So, though I have made a lot of like random videos and stuff on Scrap Mechanic in general, the shorts have pulled a lot of new subscribers in this year. And I think it's helped that obviously the shorts are Scrap Mechanic based as well. So kind of people understand what they're getting from the content, hopefully, if that makes sense. I mean, I do know that there's a lot of also random shorts up there as well. I'm just trying to fathom what the heck I'm doing. But we'll get there in the end, I hope. And eventually, yeah, something might work out right. Who knows? Who knows? So, number 1 is that, and number 2 is that. Woo! Right, so... Ooh, now we've got to try and get it to hit all this stuff. Blip, 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 blip. In order to hit number 1... Ooh... So number 2 needs to be over here. No. This way. Not at all. That's going to be too far. Lovely. I think 30 will be too far as well, actually. Let's just nick the push button for a sec. Okay, cool. So 30 should get that row, and then we've got to get it the other way. Which is plus. Okay, so top corner is... I need my pen and paper again. Ooh, interesting. Sounds difficult. That's cool. I'm glad that it seems to make you laugh. Or it did at one time anyway. So top right we have bear number 1 equals 15 degrees. Bear number 2 equals 30 degrees. So then, in theory, so if I remember rightly, this should be minus. Wait, that'll take us that way. So this should be minus 15. That'll bring us here. Ooh. Minus 30 is going to be too much. 20? 20 degrees? 20 degrees is good. So, bearing number 1. It's going to get dark over here. Number 1 is minus 20. And number 2 is plus 30. Okay. And for now, we only need to go this kind of line here. So I'm guessing that's going to be... don't point that thing at me. Where does 0 put us? Straight into the middle, isn't it? Wait, so that... Wait. That should be there. So that'll be out there. It will get it, but it might need to double fire. Okay. So, let me see if I can work this one out. It needs to start at 15 and 30. So that is 15 and 30 set there. And then it needs to come down. Number 2 stays at 30. And then this needs to come down to minus 20. So that's minus 35. Oh boy. And then we need to go across 15. So that's 15. And then we needed to go up. Oh, I'm already confused. I am already confused. So that's where it starts. And then it'll go click. Come down towards me in the corner. Great. Cross the middle. And then back up to plus 15. No. Plus 35. To put it back to 0. That's what we're saying, right? I'm not really a fan of keeping woks. I think those poor things have had enough of a hard time as it is. Poor devils. Better the devil, you know. Gotta get the old paperwork out again. Because I'm not really in a massive rush to get it watered. So as long as there is a watering system, in my opinion, it doesn't matter how it does it. If I stick it on pistons, there's more pistons that I've got to craft. There's more water cannons I've got to craft. Like, you don't need to overcomplicate things. When we've got enough to do what we need to do, here we go. When we've got enough to do what we need to do, why use more? You know what I mean? Make use of what you've got. It's going to go absolutely mental. And our input goes into the NAND. Yeah, is that one? Now output comes off of the ore. Okay, cool. Switch to that. Bada bing, turn it off. And then that into there. How fast do we want the controller to go? That's a good question. Why won't I make a circle auto farm? Never have done. Just not my thing. I prefer them nice and square. Oh, you silly sausage. I connected that to that. Wait. Ah, so the push button. That's why it didn't undo. And then that to that. Right. There we go. Alright, well, it does work. Maybe. We'll just have to see what happens. But for the most part, it works. Probably going to run for loot. I just want to check that this works, and then I'll go have another run for loot in a sec. So that's back there. Oh, turn it back on. Just want to make sure it gets this block. Which it hasn't done. It needs to come across a little bit more. Which one is the across one? Number 2. Like 17. That's where we want to put the 35, that's why it's all going one step too far too soon. Because then if it's there, yeah, that'll probably get it. Right, okay, check our seeds, throw our seeds in there, do some planting. Just want to make sure that this will actually harvest. I want to get that one. And then it'll go across. Yeah, there we go. Throws a lot of water down there, but it'll do it eventually. Right, we'll go and check out some stuff. Get some more looty stuff. Take the refining car with us. I use a double monitor setup. I literally do not have the space for a triple. I think also if I had a triple monitor setup, I'd be so unproductive because it'd just give me more reason and access to just watch stuff unnecessarily. But yeah, I use a double monitor setup. It was literally one of the best things I've ever done. Was get a second monitor. Why would you use triple? I could think of many uses to a triple monitor setup for me personally, but it just means that I'd consume so much content whilst trying to do so much stuff, the distraction would be unbearable. You can do most things, in all fairness, you don't need triple. You can get by pretty easy on double. It depends what other people use it for. I know a lot of people who stream use a different monitor to pop out their chat, but also like have their Twitter feed open and stuff like this. Where am I going? But for me, you guys are all on the second monitor. I can see the chat for YouTube, and I can keep tabs on the YouTube analytics and how it's all kind of looking. So there's no need for me for a third monitor. Hey, you just get overwhelmed. I just got confused by my own base. I'm not going to tell you. Double's good for record. Single's good for recording. Like, if you get it all set up right and you smash that record button, you can set up like hotkeys to record and stuff. So once you've set it up and you can see how things are working, just do some dummy records and stuff so you can view the playback. I find that a double monitor setup helps when it comes to editing. I can have all my files open on one side, my editing program open on the other, and I'm not overwhelmed with the amount of files and stuff I have to troll through. It's just all right there. There's also very, very bad for if you're doing any research for anything, because what it means is you end up with two monitors that are just full of either YouTube videos or Google pages or anything like that, and you just never get through them. It is a great way to attempt to consume twice as much content, but I kid you not, it's very cluttery. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if there's a little something in the timing with the mod, or whether it's just Scrap Mechanic being Scrap Mechanic. When I was trialing a few things out on a different game, it took them ages to be detected at all. So, I don't know. In all fairness, I honestly can't answer questions that, when it comes to the game, sometimes the game is just the game. It's Scrap Mechanic, you know. It's all good to play. It's fun to play, and sometimes something will happen one day and then the next day it'll be something completely different, and it's difficult to understand why. That's good. There's not many big hay bots kicking around. The weirdest building. It depends what you call it weirdest. It's probably one of the ones in the Scrap City. Like a really little one it's great and all, but it doesn't seem to have much of a purpose. But then, oh nuts. That's arguably a lot of these things in the Scrap City. I just wish they had more to them. But let's be honest, potentially that day will come when they import more content. We might, big might, have more out of these things. I don't know. Correct, it should only get detected if it reaches the raid limit. So if I've not planted the right amount of crops, why would it give me tomatoes and stuff? If I've not planted the right amount of crops before the time usually detects it, obviously it will detect it after I've planted. I have. So I used to do reaction videos on this channel, someone, and one of those ended up getting a copyright strike. I put a video about it actually. It was very, very interesting. Copyright strikes. I mean, you are pretty much told, like YouTube has, for a long time now, it's been kind of like on the ball when it comes to strikes. The difficult thing with YouTube and copyright strikes is if it is a false claim, the way that it is resolved is, it's really not clever, because basically what meant to happen is I put a claim on your video and you disagree with that claim. What has to happen then is you turn around to me and say, I think your claim is false. Now, obviously the problem there is, if I said to you that I'm claiming your video, why would I then review my claim and agree with you? So there's too many false claims in that respect that kind of just go under the rug. And then once you've asked for a review of the claim, which will never get overturned, because you're asking the person who put the claim on to review it, they're never going to do that. Then what happens is you're supposed to like exchange details. So you as the content person is then supposed to send the person who put the claim on your video a lot of your personal details. I don't know anybody in their right mind who would give a random somebody on the internet all of their personal details. So as a result, your content ends up remaining claimed and you can't use it. And there's a high risk that you end up losing potentially your channel, depending on how the claims work. The miscommunication or misinterpreted data is people think that a copyright claim is the same as a copyright strike. It is not. A copyright claim basically means music people will go, yeah, you're using our content, we're going to claim it. So what the claim then does, it allows the people who own the license to the music, they can then run ads on your channel. And that's kind of the trade-off. You use their music, they use your channel to put an advert on that video, which I think is completely fair. You know, you're using something off of them without paying for it, so they're going to benefit from you. I don't see a problem in doing that. Ooh, there's another one behind me. Nuts. A claim will not see your channel get terminated. A claim is literally that. It's just them going, this is ours. There are many sorts of claims. So you can get some people who will claim and say this video cannot be viewed in certain countries. Interestingly enough, I've used a song on a video before, and the only place that video could then be viewed was New Zealand. Bit bizarre, but that's just how their copyright stuff worked. You also get ad share. So if you are able to use adverts and you get the monetization, there is a claim out there that goes, okay, so you're using our stuff, but we'll let you use our stuff, and what we'll do is we'll split the revenue. So you don't lose out entirely. I think an ad revenue share it's a nice way to go. Obviously, the big brands would rather take the whole lot for themselves, but the smaller guys are quite happy with an ad share. I think everybody benefits from that. If you think about it, a lot of people who use music kind of potentially depend on the music. They can potentially open a new audience for that band. It is very confusing. Don't get me wrong, it is very confusing. But I guess that's how the cookie crumbles. That's why Twitch is all of a sudden started to have problems with it, because they've been ignoring it for ages. And now big companies are turning around and sort of saying, well, actually, there's legalities here that could really haunt you. You learn it as you go along, in all fairness. The biggest risk is getting 3 strikes on your channel within a certain time period. I think the worst you get is if you get 2 strikes. I think that stops you from uploading content for a specific number of days. The first strike is like a warning, and it does make you kind of really nervous because you don't know when the second one's going to turn up. And if the second one turns up and it stops you from uploading content, then obviously that can be a bit of a headache. Oh, and by the way, here's an extra piece of fun for you. Say you upload a video that's got a song on it, and the idea is upload it privately first, and then YouTube will do all its work and work out if anything's copyright or anything like that. So you upload your video in private. No. And everything seems good. At worst, you get a claim, which means you can still run it. There's no issues whatsoever. Great. Then, about a year later, that claim changes. It's no longer a claim and it becomes a copyright strike. That has happened to me. And that's when things get really scary, because that is a reminder that actually what once felt safe might not be so safe, because at any point they can decide that they want to put a strike on your content rather than a claim. So if you notice, I very rarely use music in any of my stuff, just because there's that risk that it will potentially flip from a claim to a strike. The audio music stuff that I do use is from the YouTube's audio library itself, so touch wood, that shouldn't have any issues. Shouldn't. It's a very, very troublesome area. I need some more spuds. I can't hang around here. There's too many hay bots. I'm going to end up dead. But yeah, it's a very tricky thing to get your head around. Takes some time. It's not impossible, in all fairness. It's not as confusing or as complicated as it may seem. I've put the tree through the vehicle. Nice. It just takes a little bit of research to understand it, I guess. And even then, it's not really the most understandable thing. It does get a little bit confusing. But it's fun, nonetheless. It's a exciting environment to try and understand. I should. I'm not a million miles away from anywhere, so I don't mind it being like this, to be fair. Do the old wrap around again. There we go. Then we can put all of this in here because the filter will filter out everything we need to do. Let's eat some carrots. They're good for hunger. Move out where? Where are you going to move to? Should we do a veggies room? We do a veggies room. We need a car. What have we got in here? We've got a spare saddle. We need an engine. I really want to build a steam engine, but that means a lot of wood. But it's got a lot of power. Do we go gas engine? Do we go gas engine? Go gas engine. Wait, did we not? We should have been raided before already, right? Have we not had one raid already, or is this that raid? I'm guessing this is that raid. Never mind. Ooh, we'll get some glue while we're here. Fair enough. That's what I was thinking. I mean, I know it's slow, but it's got a lot of torque to it, so it's got some good grunt. I just don't know if it'd be too slow. I mean, I'm only going to be delivering like 5 packages at a time, hopefully, when I get my head screwed on. So we should be able to do that on a gas engine or electric engine easy. I think a steam engine for now would be overpowered. Until I like really start to grow things out and expand ridiculously large, we'll be able to do a gas engine. And then, even then, I think if it's done right, we could run it off a gas engine while it's empty, and then off the steam engine for extra torque when it's full. So we can kind of balance the two. Now, I think I'll start with the gas engine, and then we'll look at upgrading it as we need to, rather than kind of going straight for the steam engine. Because obviously with the steam engine, we need to put a water container, and then we'll need a chest so that we've got some wood, so that we can fire some wood into the steam engine as well. So it takes up a lot more space. Oh no, bearing cars. I've had bad experiences with bearing cars. They're good for torque. They are really good for torque. And then all of a sudden, one day, all the bearings just go absolutely crazy. And it just doesn't do anything that it should do. I've lost a few bearing cars. Not through them just zooming off into the distance, but more for the bearings just kind of shaking. You know, like when a piston sometimes go wild. I had a bearing do that. And it just, yeah, just lost my car completely. That's why you should always use your eyes. Crouch walk. Make less sound. Then you'll be fine. No tape bot will ever find you. Ooh, we got some more soil as well. Oh, I don't want to put that in the filter. Here we go. Is that done all that metal already? Oh wow. Yeah, but it doesn't stop the bearings shaking out of control like they do. That's happened more times than it should for me. Didn't enjoy it. It was on one of my biggest trucks that I started to build as well, and it just... Oh, it just made a right old mess of things, really. Soil, wasn't it? That's what I was looking for. Soil. We don't have any soil in there. Okay. Running the vending machine. We've got potatoes. Why are they in there? We'll take some spuds with us because we're going to want some potatoes sooner or later. Moving for oil, are ya? Can't plant a battery. Who would have thunk it? So they'll auto-harvest. These guys won't. Lovely. Wrong one. That's fair. Surprised it doesn't hit that. I thought it'd get it right down that middle line. We'll have to tweak that a few more times just to see what's going on. See if we can't get it to kind of run more in the middle lines. Because if it runs in that middle line down there, it'll obviously get both those side plots. And then if it runs in this middle line here, it'll obviously get both the inside and outside plots there. I don't envy you if you got to pack up all your base. That's got to be the worst thing to try and experience. Pack up your troubles in your road kit bag. Smile, smile, smile. Gas engine. Or we just use this, because this has got everything that we need. What level is the seat? Wrong button. The seat is level 2. Have we not got level 3 in here? Level 1. Level 3, maybe? Yes, level 3. Cool. So, then we're going to want to do a vacuum pump, which we've got in here. So I can take this entire chest. I'll come back to that. Might have an idea. Might have an idea. So I'm going to need 2 vacuum pumps for that anyway. Okay, right. So the idea will be parked for now. I need some honey. We'll go on a hunt for some honey. But the idea was going to be, I'm going to put a chest. We're going to make this the packaging vehicle. So we'll put a chest on this. And then what I would like to do is I'll put the wireless transfer tubes. So that I can wirelessly transfer the veggies and fruit to this vehicle from the existing chest. We'll take that with us. That's all? That sounds like a small base. Mind you, you get a load of blocks, won't you? I suppose. Any honey? Any of that beeswaxy stuff anywhere? Here we go. Coolio. I think that's got everything. Hey, why do we not have a shadow? I stood in front of my light, so I should cast a shadow. Am I see-through? Maybe I'm a ghost. The plot thickens. Are we a ghost? Scrap mechanic. Everything else has a shadow, apart from us. Oh, blimey, check the lag out. More soil, that's good. That puts us going the right way. All your stuff too heavy for your trailer. Weighing you down. Hey, boy, over there. Haha. Towbot rolling down the hill. Lovely. Sure, there was. I thought there was some honey around here somewhere. Hey GT, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Even while you should be working. Crazy animal. Appreciate it. I know, right? He's usually super active. Maybe he's like sleeping or something. I don't know. Or it's Sunday. I don't know. He's probably got better things to do. Oh, God. He's here. He's just creeping under a different name. I preferred not knowing he was here. I was more relaxed. We can't talk about him behind his back now. Now we know he's here. What are you trying to sort out, Moose? Like, reinstalling your game is a great way to solve problems, definitely. Or get rid of mods, anything like that you don't want. As long as you got your saves. What, did you drop the craft pot on your head? It's not the sort of thing that you want to do. Don't need me to tell you that. Let's get out of here. Oh, you bad man. No, no, no. He's going to end up nicking a wheel, isn't he? Come at me, bro. Jokes. Kidding. Oh, crimey. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, fair enough, Moose. There's no harm in doing it. You might see it might be better. Go away. Go away. Shazam. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange glitch, that. I don't think you'd never get it back either, because, like, if you've... I don't know, to be fair. It could be something or nothing, that's the worst thing about it. Easiest way would be to verify your files. Try verifying them. If you verify your files, you won't lose your world, or you shouldn't lose your worlds, or your saves, or anything like that. So keep your backups, verify your files. See how you get on that way. Saves you uninstalling it and reinstalling it. Just kind of double checks any altered files. Do, 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 do. 17 hours. Oh my days. And then you just hand them off in some sort of relay. Nice. I kind of think I'd like that, to be fair, if the Wok started to chase you. I'm not going to lie. I think it'd be kind of funny. Yeah, it says more about me than anything else. Fuel. What are we doing for fuel? Woo. Ah! We're running out. That's not good. Verifying your files is something that you do through Steam. It would be easier to probably YouTube it, because trying to explain it, I think it'd get really confusing. But it looks at the files that you've got on your computer, and it will compare them against the download file and see if there's anything that's changed, and it will sort it out for you. Why was I got that for... Never mind. I went in there to get a vacuum pump, and I don't need a vacuum pump. What I do need, though... Righty-ho, how are we going to do this then, folks? Oh, big old stretch. I'm thinking, which is always dangerous. Okay, so without a doubt, I need to get a package. So we'll take this bad boy and we'll go get ourselves one package, and we'll bring him back to base to do some measuring. Might get two, actually. We'll get two. Bring us some packages back to base. Wrong way. Oop. Then we can start looking at constructing some sort of thing for sizes. Honestly, Moose, look it up on YouTube, because it's a case of, okay, so you have to open up Steam. Then you have to go to library, scrap mechanic, left click, go to some property that I can't remember off the top of my head. Click on this tab, click on that tab, click on verify files, then click check, and then the game will check and do all the hard work. It's not a difficult thing. It's just you've got to go through various different places. There you go. GT's put it for you. Well done, GT. Cheers. So we got beats. Beats by Dre. Skirt. Oh, missed. Nearly. Need to be lighter on the old controls here. I'm going backwards and forwards like no tomorrow. So we're going to take 2 packages just to give us a size. Pew pew. Might as well hack some trees down while we're out there. That'll give us... Mind you, call that scrap metal from the warehouse. And that might come in handy. And dab. Steering is so light when we've got too much weight on the back. Ah dear, never mind. Maybe we should start hacking some trees down anyway, just to kind of free up the area a little bit. Pretty sure somebody told me to do that. I was very much against cutting down the trees. They look pretty full. I will when we get to it. In the perfect world, I would like a setup that lets me... what am I trying to say? Lets me unload at the packaging station, and then the packaging station can take care of itself. Which, in fact, might not be as... Yeah, it will. I still need 4, 5, 6 vacuum pumps to do what I want to do. Damn. Alright, so bosh, and then we've got these, and we're going to do it this kind of way, so they'll be side by side in a 4 pattern. So like that. So there'll be 2 that way, 2 that way, and then I could just chuck 1 on top. Badoosh. So in order to do that, we need to work out how wide these are. I think these are 10. I think these are 10. Because, yeah, in order to go here, and then here, and this needs to move out of the way. Here and here is the outside edges. Alright. For easy maths, there we go. Ooh, they're not 10. Do I have a bar down the middle? 14. So I'm thinking we're going to use these plates that we've got on the car already. Where are you guys? Parts? They're in the parts. Oh, 14. 3 is as wide as it goes. 3 is as wide as it goes. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. So that should be like that, which will give me a width. And I've got to make sure I put them the right way up so they're not upside down. not delivering the fruits because I need them. I did say. I'm trying to gauge sizes for stuff. I gotta make sure these go the right way up because you can only build on one side of it. I can't remember which side it is or if it's obvious which side it is. And it's not that side. Sit down, my friend, sit down. Right, there we go. So that's there. So as long as these are this way up, I should be able to build on this. Which is what we're going to need to put these on. Yes! Alright, cool. Lovely. Hey, John. Sneaking in. So if that is there and that is there, we should have enough room to put both of these in here without being any problems. We do. Nice. Cool. Whoop. So then we just got to do some more number crunching and get more of those things. Maybe we're better off doing it as... Which means we can take that one out and then... Yeah, okay. Cool. I'm gonna build basically kind of like a flatbed truck. So we're gonna take the little... whatever sort of car that we want to call it that we've got kicking around that we just use for getting to and fro. We're going to take this and we're just going to nick everything off it. Just to kind of grow him a little bit. So it'll be like a flatbed pickup kind of sort of thing. Maybe not like a pickup as such, but that's the intention. No, this way out. But the hope is that it'll be able to carry exactly 4 on the footprint. Yeah. And then 1 on top. So we can carry 5. I don't really need to go much bigger than 5 or anything like that. So we'll see what happens, see how it goes. And then I just need to fill in all the blanks, don't I, really? So, yes. So that should be ample. And then it'll just be a case of sorting out the sides and everything else, just so that we can put wheels and whatnot on. Maybe have a little bit of a flappy thing. This is it. This is kind of what we're going to be. I'm going to do it wide enough for 2 because if I do it long so that all 4 fit lengthways, I mean I could have an articulated cab or something like that, but we'll see where we get to. We'll just do this for now and see what happens. We're going to need so many of these plates. Where's that gone? Over there. We're going to need a lot of these plates. How many more are we going to need? 4, like 13, 15 or something like that. Hey, don't thank me, thank GT as well. He told you how to do it. I could do a trailer. It sticks to everything. I don't know. I'm a bit fussy with how I make stuff, you know, in case you haven't noticed. In a very weird way, because sometimes I am fussy, other times I'm not fussy. I appreciate that. It's a bit all over the place. I guess everybody's got their own ways, right? So that's going to be 2. So... that's going to be 2. Of course, we've got to be careful here, else we'll end up snookering ourselves. So that'll be 2 there. That'll be 2, 1. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need a few of them. What we can do, of course, what we can do is recycle all of this stuff. Yay us. $60 plants in 60 seconds. Sounds interesting. That's an idea. In fact, I could probably reach it through there, actually. Yeah, I could. That's a good shout. It saves jumping up and down. Good idea, that. Good idea indeed. So that's 2 by 2, wasn't it? I think it was. We can reach this from here. Yeah. 2 by 2. Sort that out. And then under, we can craft loads of 2 by 3s. Nice. Good thinking, Batman. Ah. That's 3, yeah. Okay, that should work. Should work. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. How many more of these things am I crafting? I only need 2. Oh, that wasn't a bad shout. We got 3 more. 1 spare. 1 for good luck. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I've just got rid of that. That's a 2 by 2. Craft the 2 by 2. Hoorah! I mean, common sense would have put that in the middle, but luckily you can't see the joins when they're all together, so it doesn't look so bad. You can craft the warehouse key in the craft pot, can you? You probably can. It's all part of the mod. Yeah. It's a recycler, so you can recycle all of this. You'll recycle a red key card to get all of this, rather. Plant did it because it's just like, once you've got red key cards, they don't really have much purpose other than getting into warehouses. Once you've got into all the warehouses, what's next, you know? So, yeah, he kind of decided to make the warehouse key recyclable, which is awesome. Now, do I want to do it 1 or do I want to do it 2? I better want to do it 2, don't I? We better stop this, or this is going to be crafting. Yeah. Stop. Cease. Thank you. See what this looks like. I think 1 will be fine, but I think 2 might be better. I'm going to use this as like a side wall. Here we go. So, what are we thinking? We do a 1. So, that's going to be... oh. Which way are those little guys running? Are they running down? They are running down, that's okay. They spawn pretty close. So, either do 1 like that, or we do it a 2, which would be up there. Two might be alright. 2 might work out. Ah, we've got problems. We need to put more pistons down because they're just... Unless we just need to up the ticks. Difficult. Difficult one. Go 27 ticks, I think. That would just give it a little bit longer for the piston to be fully down before it retracts. I think that was the problem there. It was nice and quick, but it wasn't enough. Ooh. It's not a craft for the warehouse, it's just a recycle. Wait, what? Oh, you're going the wrong way, you nana. Why can't I change that one? There we go. So they're too high. Lovely. Lovely jabbly. Lovely jabbly. Just what we wanted to find out. Wait, armor planting? What? Oh, for the... Yeah, never mind. I'm miles behind. Do we think we'll bring it down one more? Do you think that'll be alright? Wait, what? So it got the middle one, but it didn't get the others. Interesting. Try again. Ooh. Okay, so we might need to come down one more in order to get in it properly. We're getting interesting patterns coming out. I didn't think it'd be so sensitive, I guess. Okay, so it does matter how high it is. Nice. We've got some spuds on us now. We'll plant some potatoes this time round just to get us going a little bit more. I mean, we've got plenty of base actually. A few more won't hurt. Although we are out. Beeps. And a watering system. No, the watering system. It's just a case of getting it in the right place and it will reach them, that's all. And this is going to be interesting. This needs a few more tweaks. So it should get that. It's not hitting that first one. Why is it not hitting that first one? Bearing number 2 is what needs to change. Not bearing number 1. Maybe it is bearing number 1. Bearing number 2, come back to 30. Bearing number 1. This is going to be very, very temperamental. But then, hang on. We don't want this to be this far out, because if we can land it in between the plot, like so. Wait. It might work. I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens when it next plants and grows and stuff. No, I can do a 3x3 plot. It's just how high it was. It was only going to get so many plants at the best of times. There's a certain section out there that it will never reach anyway, just because of where it is. Can you actually catch water? That's crazy. So what are we thinking? Little flatbed, get rid of this. Low flatbed or high flatbed? Bled? Ah, that's the wrong way around. Ooh, this is going to be the problem. So I need it to be there, but it's not going to let me put it. Ah. Shameful. Because of how these things are, I can't do this how I wanted to do it. That's a shame. Well, that answers that question. It'll be blocks. It will be blocks. That is unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Right, into the recycler. There you go. Not that bit, though. I want to keep that bit. Let me see what you guys saying. What are you saying? That was disappointing. I was hoping we could use that for edging, but never mind. Continuously and never stop. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I would like it to stop at some point. Stopping would be great. What we could do is... What little wheels have we got on here? I'm going to nick that block out. This poor thing is going to be dismantled. I kind of wish I had 2 lifts so I could balance this thing out rather than just doing it off of 1. Want to be here. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Did I get the wheel? I got the wheel as well, didn't I? Where's my pipe work? That'll be fine. That won't hit anything. Hopefully not. Do, 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 do. Then it's 2, 3. Hey! Might as well take all the suspension off this side. How badly did you squash your vehicle with your overweighted base? I could make it one more wider, I guess. Do it that way around. The thing is that the plate is on the edge of where the block would be, on the block frame thing. Wait, how? How is that floating? What the heck? Okay, we'll live. We will live. Something doesn't like being picked up here. Something really doesn't like being picked up. Because I don't think that's on the lift. Have I got too much stuff around me, or is it just... Okay, that's interesting. And then we can just weld that up here. Lang. Ah, look at what's going on. I'm making a whole new vehicle. Four, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Would do. Houston, we have a problem. I don't know if it's too many plates or if it's just not the way that it's designed. But I don't know if that's going to cause me problems when it comes to trying to like weld certain things to it. He might. He might indeed. Might have to go drop a nudge in the Discord. Yeah, it doesn't. The lift doesn't like the plates. It might just be an issue with the game though, so we'll just leave it for now because potentially we might fix it if we load in and load out. Sometimes it's a little bit of a calculation mishap there. We need to turn this off. We need to grab this. Yeah, thanks Discord. There's no center on a 16. How long ago was that? It's like he's got a link to it on his channel. So that is currently there. Yep. And that is currently there. So we need to go up one more just so that we can get the spinny on it. Let's surf in the wave with this contraption. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. How can we fix that? Because it's got no connection point on it. The only way that I can think to fix that is to literally just throw a whole load of... She's wood or cardboard. Cardboard would be good. We just need to throw the center out just so that it's kind of off center a lot. So hopefully we can force it to grab it. Force the lift to grab it near the... Yeah, there we go. So now that it's on there, it'll be fine. I don't use Discord, personally. But I know that Fant has a Discord. So it's a case of I can just drop in and drop a message. But as for actually using Discord, I don't use Discord for like channels and stuff. Why does that not look right? Something looks off. It is what it is. We've got the space that we've got. We can't do much about that. Suspension. Big old noggin of a honker right in the front. Nope, we'll take it from the motor, might be helpful rather than take it from the wheels. Did we pick any fuel up? We got some fuel. Whee! It kind of works. Kind of works. There's a Christmas tree, but it's not Christmas anymore. Oh dear, that suspension's just like gone nope. We'll go grab some upgrades for this because this suspension is going to be all over the shop. Do I have any more loose pieces? No, I've already got these pieces. I mean, the front can probably stay level 1 suspension in all fairness, because that's not where the weight's going to be. Go up one more notch. Or maybe even 2 more notches, 1 more in each. Yeah, 1 more in each. And then what we could do is we'll have a chest. I just need a lot of vacuum pumps to do what I want to do. I need 4 of these guys. Plus 2 more to make this. So I need 6 of these. Ooh. Or do I? Or do I? Yeah, I do. I do. For now, I do. What do I do with that chest here? So this and this can go on here somewhere for now. We'll just put it on the front, I guess. Keep it simple. Then give him a nose. Ooh. So that'll be like that. We'll just drop pad in here and be able to drive backwards and forwards. My lights. What do I do with them lights? Where are they? I think within reason everything should be a stackable object. Just my 2 cents. It'd be nice. The only thing is, how wide is this for getting to the trader? Probably this way is the better way. Think thin. That one too bad. That one too bad. Could put 2 collectors actually. That's not a bad idea. So that does that. That's easy enough. We can go, and I left the button behind. I did leave the button behind. So the end game is going to be have a chest on here with a wireless transporter, have a system set up at the packaging station with a wireless, not wireless, a teleporting tube thing. So then I could just rock up to the packaging station. This has got a lot of sideways slides. See, now all the weight's on the front. Okay, so we might have to readjust where we build things a little bit. A bit uneven. Lots of sliding though, that's good. Maybe stick some concrete on it rather than it being the metal. Use the concrete on the back perhaps. Bulk it out with something. But it's basic, I guess the idea, that's the little car that we've got to kind of run stuff backwards and forwards with. It's not supposed to be anything crazy or, you know, too elaborate. Have I got any concrete on me? I do. As well as this bad boy being made out of concrete as well. Chuck these back in here. Ooh, one more in there. Recycle. I can't remember what we've actually got. It's a 2v3 and a 2v2 or 3v3. Anyway. No, it only works in render distance, which is why it works from down there. Hey, that's better, he says. Yeah, it seems to be working a lot better. There's that guy at the back, that side. Oh, there we go, he's gone. Yeah, so the transporting thing will only work across render distances. So that's why we've kind of got to have one to drive across. Because while it's the other one's over at the packaging station, nothing will happen to it. So it's not a bad idea, really. It's not a bad thing. Ew. That's a little bit weightier. Still not enough. Unless we take out one of these and put it... Nah, we don't want to be doing that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Still a bit light. Or alternatively, we just up this suspension. Anyway, button, that's what we came here for. Where is the button? Need this, and we'll take a bit more gas, because I fear we're getting a little bit low. We are getting a little bit low. That was a good shout. In fact, we can upgrade this while we're here. Upgraded engines are always better. No, I don't think I will be, because I'm back at work and normal life resumes tomorrow. So it'll be a lot later if I did. Which is why it's highly unlikely. It's a bit better. Not so crazy now. Tree. Bang. What happens when you don't look where you're going, folks? And then hopefully, once this works and we get all the parts that we want to added to it, I'll be able to kind of make it look a little bit better. I mean, it won't look pretty. Design is not something that is my greatest forte in this game. So it'll probably look like a very square vehicle, but practical use seems to be alright. The best thing about it as well, if it does get a wireless transfer tube, we can put the chest a little bit further back to put the weight a little bit better towards the wheels. Oh, I did wonder if it was going to open and take it then. I work as a lost wax caster. That is my profession. Answers on a postcard for what that is without watching my 1000 subscriber video. You get a repeater set up for this. I'm not sitting here all day pushing a button. And I think it's tomatoes. No, we've got 5 more beans. So we'll go for tomatoes. Do I have 2 packs of tomatoes? I do, don't I? I do. Alright, we'll do both packs. That'll give us 5 tomatoes. So that'll be good. 5 tomatoes, 5 packages, which is kind of what I wanted to build for. Which bit makes you feel like you're at work all day, GT? Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba, oop, ba-da-ba. What do I actually do at work? Go watch the video. Go watch the 1000 subscriber video and it'll tell you everything you're asking there. That's the easiest way of answering it. Because if you're going to have more questions, they're all probably answered there. I need some sort of reactive suspension. pushing buttons all day. Bless, man. Luckily, I've not had any of those jobs. Luckily. Ay caramba, busy. So looking at that, even though there's only 5, well mind you, we've only got a level 4 engine, and it's not tuned up all the way. I don't know how it'd work, GT, to be fair. It's an idea. But there's nothing in game that's like that, so the coding would be crazy. Because you'd have to work it through like a push button system. Where you'd have to push a button to go up or push another button to go down, sort of thing. I think I've got 4-wheel drive, haven't I? Yeah, I've got 4-wheel drive. If all else fails, I could just turn the wick up a bit on the engine. Job's a good one. Well, lesson to you, you can't just go yeeting straight over there, so that's not good. You only have 7 fuel in the container, you don't want to be doing that. You should never be short of fuel. But saying that, if you're moving towards oil, you should be safe anyway, right? You are moving towards oil. That's what you were saying. So you'll have plenty supply. I think that might be the way, just to kind of add it in a little bit. I could put this on a switch, you know, just dunk him in the river nose first. That'd help us out a little bit. Find a way to secure this in place so that he's good. So we don't need that there. Now we've got our own vehicle for it. This chest is still at the minute just going to be useful for kind of both things. Just simply because, well, we need him right now. That's still doing that. That's there. I need to hook that up to that also. Ah, don't tell me. I bet I've moved that teleportation thing. Unless that one needs to be turned on. In which case, put that up to that. Ah, button there. Haha. So that sent all the product. Probably Super Peter. I'm not entirely sure what Lost Foam Casting is. Sounds like it might be a similar thing. Similar process. I mean, all the words are there. It's just swapped out, isn't it? So, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? That should be chucking in here. Let's go see again. Let's go see again. Wait, we'll turn that off. We'll disconnect that from that one. We'll throw these seeds and stuff back in this, and then they should auto teleport back over there. Good luck, Anton. Turn this off. Right. Okay, potatoes. Nice. Actually. Ooh, it's a haybot leg. See how these go. We'll not water this while the raid's coming in. We'll just chill for a bit and just let it do what it needs to do. Put the rest of the seeds in there. Okay, right. So now we'll turn it on and all of this stuff will zoom out of here. Yeah. Right, that's empty. Now, turn it off. Alright, so that works. So we might be a little bit problem solving with this connected to the chest every time we remove the chest, but it's not too much of an issue. It will sort itself out over time. Okay, cool. Right, my lovely people, I appreciate you all dropping by, but as per usual, I know we've only been here for whatever it's been, 2 hours or something, but I really appreciate it. It's been a chilled day. I've got stuff to do to prepare myself for tomorrow's back at work kind of situation, so I'm gonna have to love yous and leave yous. Appreciate you all for dropping by anyway. I really appreciate it, honestly. It's amazing help. You guys are awesome. And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen from here on in. I don't know if or when I'll be live streaming again for a while. And I don't know, in terms of videos, I don't know when they're going to be up. I've kind of got to get myself back in the swing of things, if that makes any sense. I'm sure you understand. Really appreciate it anyway. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like. That'd be fantastic. Apparently likes are the thing nowadays anyway. But you guys have a good time. And you look after yourselves. And I'll catch you later. Take it easy, guys. Bye for now.